there, folks. This is Brian Gormley again with another edition of Where in Greater DC. I know you get tired of looking at my ugly mug, so we want to throw a couple videos in here that are just of the surrounding location. Got a new camera, so hopefully it's looking kind of sharp. But same rules apply as we normally have for Where in Greater DC. We film all over the DC-Baltimore area, and first person to guess our filming location each week gets a free prize. Just email us at support@cornerstonepropertiesHomeInfo.com. That's support@cornerstonepropertiesHomeInfo.com. Obviously, we're at a busy street. Actually, it's sort of a high-end place. We're going to walk up and down the street like we do, and we did a couple of months ago in Annapolis, Old Town Annapolis. This place here, I've heard that you come here Sunday afternoons and to go shopping. This is my understanding. I'm not a shopper. I wouldn't know, but apparently it's pretty in vogue to do that. A lot of college kids around here as well, coming up and down the streets. That is a place right there, Dean and DeLuca. That is somewhere my wife likes to go shopping. So anyway. Topic for today, enough modifications from my end, is strategic defaults. Strategic defaults, definitely something that's sort of sweeping, a trend that's sweeping over a lot of high-end folks, kind of like the area where you are in. And the strategic default, there's just a lot of misconceptions about it, so I figured I would kind of go back and forth and with some of the myths and misconceptions here on this video, just to clarify things. Myth number one, strategic default is somehow better than a foreclosure. Well, you know what? What are you doing when you're strategically defaulting? You're intentionally missing your payments because you feel like, even though you can continue to afford the payments, you don't want to continue to own an asset that is way upside down in value. So, mostly strategic default people are, higher end individuals, have some resources, have some wherewithal, and knowledge, and say, okay, well, my $2 million purchase 5 years ago is now worth $1 million. Or my $750,000 purchase is now worth $450,000, and I'm $300,000 upside down, and I'm never really going to get anywhere. Right over there, take a look. Clyde's, I've been there, done that, good stuff. Check it out over there. And there's a Vietnamese place over here. I forget where. It's been too many years since we've been. I'll take a look at while we're walking up and down the streets. And actually, quick sidebar. We went to this Cambodian place, which is right up the street from where we are now. We're probably not going to get to it by the time we're done with the video. And we had, I'm sorry, did I say Cambodian? I said Ethiopian place where they eat the bread right there that forms the bowl for the rest of your meal. And my wife, she ordered a salad as part of this thing, and they stuck some like jalapeno green peppers in there. That are just completely hidden because they're green as well. She took a bite of a whole piece of it. She couldn't eat the rest of the meal. All she was doing was sucking down water. Anyway, strategic defaults. More mundane topics, I guess. J. Paul's is good too, by the way. These people are underwater. They make a rational calculation that, no, in fact, I don't want to continue making my payments, and somehow that's going to be that's going to be a good thing, right? And they're going to avoid foreclosure, and they're going to get one over on the bank. Well, unfortunately, I've got news for those people. Strategic default is the same as a foreclosure. All you're doing is forcing the bank to foreclose on you because you're not making payments on your mortgage, and it's just a matter of time until they foreclose. And then guess what? At least in Maryland, Virginia, and DC, they can come after you for the difference. That's full recourse. So, myth number one is just, get real about this. I hate going to that place, by the way. If you're going to do this, think a little bit more strategically than just the classic strategic default, because you're setting yourself up for a foreclosure. Okay, that's number one. And unfortunately, the reality is, both from a legal liability standpoint, which we just discussed, as well as from a tax standpoint, you're better off doing a short sale. If you're gonna go ahead and default, then why not do a short sale? You have potential for removing the liability. You're going to be better off from a tax standpoint. Most likely, you're not going to owe any taxes, but even if you do, the bank will get more proceeds as a result, and as such, your tax liability will be less, to the extent that you have any tax liability at all. And your credit will be better. Your credit is going to be a lot better from a short sale than it is from a foreclosure, and by the way, a subsequent judgment, and maybe a bankruptcy. And so the point is, you're just sort of shooting yourself in the foot, by doing this, by doing the strategic default. If you're gonna default, fine, that's your choice. But have an end game rather than just walking away from the house. Johnny Rockets, that looks good. Maybe I'll stop there in a second for lunch. So, those are my 2 cents on strategic defaults. It's a little bit more hyped up than it really should be, and it makes some degree of sense for people who are looking at their house as an investment, which is reasonable. It is an investment, and it's sort of unemotional, emotional detachment. But at the same time, you got to think a little bit more clearly about it than just saying, well, I'm going to get one over my bank, because you're probably not, especially on the higher end stuff. Short sale is definitely going to be a better answer, simply if for no other reason than a strategic default is really synonymous with forced foreclosure. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. The Ethiopian place is just a little ways down from here, just down there. But anyway, have fun guessing. Support at Cornerstone Properties, homeinfo.com. I'm going to get some lunch because some of these places are awfully good. And I'll talk to everyone on the next video. Bye-bye.